Hi everyone, I'm Xiao Chen. Today, I will going to talking about making AI fair and transparent, why it matters, and how we fix it. So, in the first part about introduction, let's talk about AI and fairness. Imagine applying for a loan. You submit all your decision, your details, wait for a decision, and then denied. But why? The AI model make the decision, but no one can explain how or why. Sounds frustrating, right? That's where responsible AI, RAI, comes in. We want AI to be fair, transparent, and understandable. So today I will break down how we explain AI decisions and how we make sure it's treating people fairly. So now let's step in. In part two, we're talking about what is responsible AI. To build trust in AI, we need four key things. That's transparency. People need to understand how AI makes decisions, and fairness, no discrimination. Like AI shouldn't favor one group over another. Interpretability. We should be able to explain why AI makes a certain prediction. And accountability. If AI makes a bad decision, we need to fix it. This sounds good in theory, but how do we actually do this? Let's get into the technicals. In part three, I will talking about how do we explain AI decisions. First, we use SHAP. SHAP is mainly about what matters, what factors matter most. SHAP is like a scoreboard for AI decisions. It tells us which factors influence a loan approval. So let's see this photo. The biggest factors are credit history length, um, and loan interest rate and debt to income ratio. But we also see some ownership playing a role, which raises fairness concerns. Are renters being treated unfairly? Something to think about. In fact, when we look at the SHAP impact, we see that applicants who own homes tend to have a higher approval probability. But does owning a home really mean someone is more financially responsible? Not necessarily. And next, we use Lime to explain individual predictions. It's it's like, what if you want to know whether why your loan was denied? That's where Lime comes in. One applicant was denied because their credit score and income were too low. And but if we raised their income like by 10%, they will likely get approved. Lime help us see what needs to change to get a different outcome. And this is a crucial because it means applicants can take specific steps to improve their chance next time. In part three, we made counterfactual analysis, like what if we change something? Counterfactual answers the question, what would have happened if something was different? So let's see. When applicants had like 24% of approval chance, but if their income and credit history was slightly better, it jumps to like 90%. Why this matters? It shows applicants what they can do to improve, and it helps us spot potential bias. Um, are some people unfairly rejected? For example, what if a female applicant with good financial history is denied while a male applicant with similar stats is approved? Counterfactual analysis helps us catch these biases. Number four is our AI fair. So we're gonna talk about loan approvals and gender bias. We checked the loan approval across different groups. Guess what? Approval rates were slightly different from men and women. Why? Maybe there is bias in the training data, and maybe the model is unintentionally favoring one group or over another. When we broke it down, we found that men had a slightly higher approval rate than women, despite similar financial profiles. This is exactly why fairness audits are necessary. How do we fix it? Rebalance and the data set so it represent our group fairly and apply fairness constructed so the AI doesn't favor one group. Monitor long-term trends to ensure base isn't creeping back in over time. And fixing base in AI, data augmentation, adding more diverse example to a data set, and fairness constraints for the model to be fair in training. And the Bayesian technical, like adjust the model so it doesn't really rely too much on sensitive attribute like gender or race. Transparency report, regularly report on fairness matrix so we stay accountable. So what did we learn? AI can be fair, but only if we actively work on it. And Shab and Lam help us understand decisions. Counterfactuals help us find ways to improve. Fairness audits help us detect and remove bias. Ongoing monitor is key. Just because a model is fair today doesn't mean it will stay that way. The goal is simple. Make AI transparent, fair, and accountable. That way, everyone, whether they rent or own a home, whether they are male or female, gets treated fairly by AI. Thanks for listening. Let's make AI better together.